Hi friends, it's Debbie Ziskowski with Live, Love, Beach to Bay, and we are back. So what does that mean we're back? We're back with a purpose. So you know that my channel has been up and running for months, but I did take a little bit of time away, and I do apologize. But the channel exists for so many reasons, but I really want to highlight what we're going to focus on going forward. I want to be able to educate you with real local insight, inspire you with what life looks like here in coastal Delaware. And most importantly, I want to engage in honest conversations about why so many people are choosing coastal Delaware as home. And if this is something that you've been considering, then you've landed in the right place. Live, Love, Beach to Bay, the YouTube channel is really designed for you. So if you've ever dreamed of living where others vacation, this is the place to be. And I'm going to be dropping videos every week. I promise, whatever, Girl Scout, Boy Scout promise, that I will absolutely commit to beginning middle of December, drop a video every week, and we'll talk a little bit later in this video with what I'm going to focus on. But Live, Love, Beach to Bay isn't just a real estate channel, it's a lifestyle channel. Because I think that's what living in coastal Delaware is all about. It's a lifestyle, it's a choice. It's a choice that I made, bought my home here 10 years ago. So as I was mentioning, I bought my home here 10 years ago, but it really did take me some time to make that full-time commitment. Was I truly ready for the coastal Delaware lifestyle? And it was a choice, and a choice I had to consider, and was raising some children, and my daughter was just finishing law school, and she got out of law school, and I said, okay, Mom's going to the beach full time. So why did I choose this quality of life? I wanted to wake up closer to the water. I wanted to connect with a community, and I wanted to really put a lot of calm in my life. So I made the right decision for me. I'd already made the real estate decision 10 years ago, but I really needed to make the lifestyle decision. So as I often have said in other videos and in a lot of my communication, I live here, I work here, I play here, and I thrive here. And I've created this channel to show you exactly what that would look like for you. So not just highlight reels and not just, go showcase different homes, although there will be neighborhoods and communities and obviously some home tours as well. But I really want to talk about the big question that I hear every single week. Actually, sometimes every day. Why coastal Delaware? You're talking to someone who grew up in New England, spent a lot of time in the Rhode Island beaches, the Cape Cod beaches, Nantucket, I really was up and down the East Coast, the Jersey Shore, etc. So how did I land in coastal Delaware, and why do I call this my forever home? So I'm going to highlight the 10 reasons that I call coastal Delaware home that may appeal to you, and you may say, gee, I'd love to chat with Debbie or engage with Debbie and know more about many of those reasons why Debbie calls coastal Delaware home. And again, it's a beach to bay environment. You've got the beach on one side of Delaware and you've got the bay on the other side of Delaware. So the lifestyle's real. This is not a reality TV show. I am not a reality star at all. I am a everyday realtor, I'm a runner, I am a former retailer. It's not a vacation fantasy here. It is a unbelievable lifestyle year-round. So this is not a mere once-a-year getaway. Although I did vacation in Delaware as I was raising my family, and that really was one of the drivers that sent me here on a quest to buy my home. I love morning beach runs. If you're a morning beach walker, you're going to love it as well. I'm a runner. I absolutely want to have a cup of coffee and watch the sunrise. I want to have, midweek dinners, looking at the waves. I want to take bike rides. I want to walk the boardwalks. I want to, put my toe in the pond with some boating. And equally important, I want to be connected to community events. I want to go to farmers markets. I want to go to local runs. I want to go to sips and shops. I want to be part of a community, and that is everything that I enjoy here. People don't just visit coastal Delaware, they slow down here. LSD, and you'll see some of these little decals on cars, etc. That stands for Lower, Slower Delaware. You can actually live near the water, but not live on the water. So my personal home is about 4 miles to Bethany Beach, so I can run to the beach. I don't live on the beach, but I really refer to my home as a beach house. In many coastal markets, waterfront living is just completely out of reach for everyone. And while I am not in a position today to own a home on Bethany Beach or on Rehoboth Beach or on Fenwick, Island, I live just in the peripheral areas of coastal Delaware, and I consider myself living in coastal Delaware. You really can find so many different kinds of homes, kinds of communities with amenities, communities without amenities, communities that are designed for full-time living, communities that are designed for where many people have their primary home, like I do now in coastal Delaware. You've also got many people here that this is a second home or it's an investment home, and they do some seasonal renting with their property as well. So there's so many different options, and I would say that it is one of the really last attainable coastal markets on the East Coast. And it's delightful. So of course I've got to interject that from time to time. So we have a season that we call second season, and I'm in the middle of that right now. So although we create these videos to be somewhat evergreen so that you can come back and watch the video over and over again, I'll share with you, it is December, and we consider this part of what we call second season. Second season is magical. It starts on or about September 15th and it goes till May 15th. Locals also call it local season. And what local season means two big things. Parking is complimentary, and the doggos, I'm a big doggo fan, are allowed on the beaches and they're allowed on the boardwalks. So really from early fall through winter into early spring, you've got this local season. And what's so special about local season? Well, it's a little bit more peaceful. It's of course beautiful, but it's beautiful year round. Very social. People are still very active. 99% of all of the restaurants and retail, venues, etc., are open during local season, and many of them are offering local specials. So, that's always just an added plus. The events continue, and the beaches, which was for so many of us why we chose coastal Delaware first, but not entirely. Well, they're just stunning. The sunrises are a little later, the sunsets are a little earlier, but the beauty is absolutely magnificent. Even today, with a little dusting of snow, was an unbelievable sunrise, and in just a few moments, a sunset. So what are the other reasons you would choose coastal Delaware? Well, how about a sense of community? If you are looking for a area to, kind of plant yourself, coastal Delaware is friendly in a way that feels very, very genuine. So you're going to find that people actually know your name. Remember that great sitcom, Cheers? Well, this is the kind of overall environment. People do know your name. There are neighborhood events. There are farmers markets. There are fundraisers. There's walking clubs, run clubs, pickleball, of course. There are golf courses and there are golf leagues, and there's just so much to talk about. There is beach yoga and there are Zumba classes, and so many of these things are actually complimentary, and people talk to each other. You can go out and have a glass of wine and an appetizer. You can be sitting at a high top or at a bar, and the individual next to you is going to say hello, and they're going to, chat with you. They're going to introduce themselves. So it is so welcoming, whether you've lived here for 20 years or 20 days, or like Debbie, owned my home for 10 years, but I've now been a full-time resident for 2 years. And, I love the fact that people say, "Hi, Debbie, how are you?" And, how's real estate? And, how's the running? And how are the grand kiddos? And, I was in Radio City Music Hall last week with my grandchildren and happened to post it on social media. And I had several individuals that I bumped into this week that said, "Did your grandchildren enjoy that event?" And that just makes me feel so terrific that people actually know and care and want to engage with you. I said that I'm from New England. I raised my family outside of Philadelphia, and then I've worked in and around many of the major cities on the East Coast prior to getting into real estate a few years ago. So I love Philadelphia, I love Baltimore, I love DC, and of course I love New York City. I just mentioned it. Hopped on a train, took the train up with the entire family, saw the Radio City Christmas spectacular, got back on the train, and home we came. So, you can really feel very connected to those bigger metropolitan areas, but you don't feel it like every single day. We don't have massive skylines. We don't have endless traffic jams, and you've got easy access in and out when you need it. So you make the choice to go to Philadelphia. You make the choice to go to DC. You make the choice to go to New York City. And it's just outstanding. I could talk endlessly about the financial benefits for considering Delaware as your next home, forever home, second home. We are famous for lower taxes. We are famous for smart financial moves, and really Delaware is all that and more. But let's talk practical. There is no sales tax in Delaware. So the price you see on the item, the glass of wine, you can tell that I like to have a glass of wine, that's what you pay. There is no sales tax on anything, okay? We've got very, very favorable property taxes. There are a couple of other, hidden little gems like, no tax on Social Security. I know that may be true of the entire nation very shortly, but there's many other financial reasons that Coastal Delaware is just a terrific place to watch your financial situation improve. So it's a lifestyle upgrade, it's a financial upgrade, it can be a unbelievable community upgrade because of the connections you're gonna feel. But there's one other, important factor for me. I am really active, okay? I love to be outside. The fact that I'm filming this inside is because the acoustics are a little better, so it's kind of windy outside today. But outdoor living is built in to the Coastal Delaware lifestyle. So if the outdoors is a way of life for you and something that you really want to even maybe expand, you need to consider a move like this. We can be outside 10 and a half, 11 and a half months of the year, whether it's walking, running, pickleball, biking, golfing. I live very close to one of the great golf courses, Bear Trap. And I would say, unless it is torrential rain and or in the, well below freezing, there are golfers that are out playing on the holes at Bear Trap all the time. We've got water sports, we've got state parks, we've got trails, and so much more. But that really is all content for another video. You don't have to plan your weekends here. It happens naturally. If you are an individual that has a little bit of OCD and you don't like to just have it happen, well, it's going to happen because there's just so much to do and so many ways to really enjoy the beauty of Coastal Delaware. So if getting outside is important to you, that is absolutely something to consider. I get often asked, well, Debbie, what about healthcare? How do you feel about the healthcare? Having, raised my family outside of Philadelphia where there is world-class healthcare, that was a consideration for me. And even though I am, pretty gosh darn healthy and, really only check in at the doctors for the annual, updates, et cetera, it was important to me to understand that should there be a need, that it would be here and available. So Sussex County is seeing incredible growth. And with that growth, and it's intentional, is coming expanded healthcare systems, newer restaurants and amenities, improved infrastructure, and really thoughtful development to keep pace with the population that is moving towards us. So I want you to know we are not a sleepy beach town. A couple of years ago, I was on vacation and discovered that I am allergic to bees. And I got stung by a bee and was very disappointed that after I got the EpiPen and had a first responder administer that, I had to get in an ambulance and spend 2.5 hours getting to the a hospital where I had to be monitored for a few hours. It was just protocol. That doesn't happen in Sussex County because our healthcare is expanding all around us. So I'm sharing with you that I'm not, young. And although I don't think that I'm old, but I feel very comfortable with the healthcare and the infrastructure support that I need as my life continues to move forward. So who does Coastal Delaware work for? Well, it works for every stage of life, meaning it can work for retirees. And while I'm never going to raise my hand and say Debbie's retired, because I intend to work in some fashion for as long as I'm able, but it's definitely the perfect place for retirees. Great place for families. Terrific school systems, terrific, activities. and all of that. For professionals relocating, if you have the opportunity to, maybe do some telecommuting and things like that, great environment for professionals to relocate. Investors, absolutely a great place to consider investing in real estate. And second home buyers. Many people here consider this as a second home market, and then all of a sudden they say, wait a minute, I want this to be my primary home. So Coastal Delaware adapts to you, not the other way around. You feel it the moment you arrive. It's hard to explain, and it really, until you really live it, I'm not sure I can even convey how it feels. But I have 3 grown children, one in Richmond, one in Philadelphia, and one in Annapolis. And I visit them often. They are the joy of my life. They are my greatest accomplishment. But when I come over that Bay Bridge, there is a lightness and a really uplifting feeling that I'm nearly home. The air feels better. There's a little, although I'm in a car, there's a spring in my mood, and I just can't believe that I'm almost back to what I consider my happy place. It's not trite, it's not flip. This is where I live, this is where I play, this is where I work, and this is where I thrive. So, I often say, don't buy a home here, okay? Just choose a different way of living. Choose to consider Coastal Delaware because of the lifestyle. The homes are spectacular, the beaches are incredible, the restaurants are outstanding, no matter what kind of food choices you're looking for. But this is really a lifestyle decision, and this is a lifestyle channel. And that's really how I want to really close. On Live, Love, Beach to Bay, you're going to get honest answers. You're going to get local insight. You're going to get my passion and energy for the lifestyle that I choose to live each and every day. You're going to get real life experiences. I just talked about jumping on the train and going up to see Radio City Music Hall Christmas extravaganza. You're going to get smart real estate guidance. You're going to get lifestyle inspiration. Other few things I can share with you is I said I was a passionate runner, so if you want to run with me, if you want to walk with me, if you want to go take a bike ride, I'm available for all of that as well. I am no hype, I am no pressure, I am just clarity. Energy, enthusiasm is in my DNA. I can't dial that back, but I really hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel, or at least checking in every week for new videos. If you want to reach out to me personally, my contact information is below, but if you want to chat with me, if you want to email with me, if you want to engage with me, please, I look forward to that. So, it is a lifestyle that I've chosen. Coastal Delaware called my name. I hope it's calling your name, and I would love to think that we can connect together. So this channel is for you if that's what you're considering.